हेलो फ्रेंड्स, केजी क्लासेस में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम आपको पोएम डॉवर बीच बाय मैथ्यू अर्नोल्ड 1822 टू 1888 के एक्सप्लेनेशन के बारे में बताएंगे। इम्पोर्टेंट एक्सप्लेनेशन। फर्स्ट, द सी एज से लेकर बी ए वाई बे, लाइन्स 1 to 5। रेफरेंस, दीज लाइन्स अकर्स इन फेमस लिरिक डॉवर बीच composed by Matthew Arnold। Context, seeing the rise and fall of the waves from the beach in the strand of Dover, the poet throw light on the spiritual and intellectual unrest in his age as the misery of human life। Explanation, the poet comments that it is night, the sea is calm, the sea is in full tide, the moon shines beautifully over the strait of Dover, the poet is at Dover beach। Dover is a town on the east coast of England in front of the English Channel, which separates England from France. On the other side, on the French coast, sometimes the light can be seen and then they are gone. The cliffs, rock or hills near Dover move far into the sea. They look big and shine in the moonlight. These rocks stand in the calm sea। सेकेंड है कम से लेकर सैडनेस इन, लाइन्स 6 to 14। एक्सप्लेनेशन, इन दीज लाइन्स द पोएट डिस्क्राइब्स हाउ द सी इज क्वाइट एट नाइट, द मून light reflects beautifully upon the Dover beach. The light shines dimly on the French coast, but after this it disappears. The wide, tall rocks of England also shine at night because of moonlight. After this, the poet hears the sound of the waves. He says that the waves have become white with moonlight. These waves come with small stones, and they leave the small stones at the seashore. After this, the waves return from there. At last, the poet comments that the second sound of the waves is full of melancholy notes। थर्ड है सोफोक्लेस लॉन्ग से लेकर नॉर्थर्न सी तक। एक्सप्लेनेशन, द पोएट comments that Sophocles, an ancient Greek poet and dramatist, also heard the sound of the wave. This sound brought to his mind an eternal note of sadness. This sound filled his mind with confused alarms of human sufferings. The poet says that he also hears the same sound. He comments that the same note of sadness is coming from the waves of Dover beach. He hopes that the same sound can be heard at the north of Greece। नेक्स्ट है द सी ऑफ फेथ से लेकर सिंगल्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड। एक्सप्लेनेशन, द पोएट कमेंट्स दैट बिफोर द विक्टोरियन एज देयर वाज ए टाइम when religion, the sea of faith, was spread all over the world. Like a bright belt, it covered the whole world. But now the poet finds that religion or faith has disappeared from the world. At present in the world there is complete melancholy. Almost everywhere the people are facing many troubles. So the world has become confused and uncertain like the small stones that are found at the seashore. The poet finds that the people of this world are moving towards materialism, and these people are making human life meaningless। नेक्स्ट, आह लव एट लेटस से लेकर क्लैश बाई नाइट तक। एक्सप्लेनेशन, द पोएट कमेंट्स दैट इन दिस वर्ल्ड देयर इज द lack of love and people are not true with one another. The result is that this world in which people live is a world of dreams. These dreams of human life are in different types. They seem to be beautiful and they are always near reality. The result is that human life has neither joy nor love. There is also no divine light in human life. Human life has no certainty and it is far away from the peace of soul. When somebody cries in pain for help, that person is not helped. This world seems to be a battlefield, and all the people in this world are busy in fighting, but they are fighting their battle in darkness. Therefore they do not know their aims, and they are ignorant of the fact against whom they are fighting. Thus misery, pain and confusion can be noted in human life. The poet confirms that in this world the people are aimless and human life has become a source of miseries. Common notes. First, in this poem, the poet reveals his pessimistic attitude about human life. Second, this interesting poem has an atmosphere of an elegy. Third, the language used by the poet is simple, charming, and impressive. नेक्स्ट है पोएम है शेक्सपियर बाय मैथ्यू अर्नोल्ड। इसके भी एक्सप्लेनेशन के बारे में पढ़ लेते हैं। फर्स्ट, अदर अवॉइड से लेकर ऑफ मॉर्टेलिटी कॉन्टेक्स्ट। इन दिस सोनेट अर्नोल्ड स्पीक्स अबाउट द जीनियस एंड द ग्लोरियस पर्सनालिटी ऑफ विलियम शेक्सपियर, हु इज रिस्पेक्टेड एज द ग्रेटेस्ट ड्रामाटिस्ट एंड मोस्ट सक्सेसफुल पोएट इन इंग्लिश लिटरेचर. Arnold believes that in English literature there is no English writer who can be compared with William Shakespeare. Thus, the poet pays his best tribute to William Shakespeare. He describes the wonderful personality of Shakespeare. Explanation. The poet comments that other writers and the poets of English literature are bound to answer the question of the critics. They have to answer the question asked by the critics. It is only Shakespeare who is free from his bondage. Whenever critics asked some question, Shakespeare smiled and remained silent. He was never affected by the question asked by the critics. The result is that Shakespeare was beyond the knowledge of the common people. About the great personality of Shakespeare as a literary figure, the poet says that he is as great as the highest mountain which is lighted with the stars. His base was very firm and it seemed to have established in the sea. So in the way Shakespeare has the greatest, the highest and the strongest personality. Shakespeare did not leave any weakness in his character. In the world of critics often remain busy in finding out the weakness of Shakespeare. The fact is that Shakespeare left very few points which could be criticized. In very aspect he was perfect and supreme literary figure. सेकेंड एक्सप्लेनेशन, एंड दाऊ हु से लेकर विक्टोरियस ब्रो। एक्सप्लेनेशन, द पोएट रिमार्क्स दैट शेक्सपियर हैड ग्रेट knowledge of nature and human life. He was a person who educated himself through his experience. He did not need any critic to examine himself, but he examined himself and he got great achievement in his life. These great achievements gave him great respect in the society. As a dramatist and as a poet, he secured so much success that he became the source of his fame and his firm place in future. The poet further points out that it was Shakespeare who tried to understand the whole mankind and he himself became mysterious. He understood the pains that human beings have to face in this world. He also understood those weaknesses of human life that break us. He also knew the sorrows of life that affect us. These pains, weaknesses, and sorrows find the best expression in his place. Common note. First, this wonderful sonnet has been respected as the best tribute to William Shakespeare. Second, the poet uses very powerful words to express his respect for Shakespeare. Third, the poetic style of this sonnet is certainly very charming and appealing. Long answer type question. Write a note on critical appreciation of the poem Dover Beach. Introduction. Dover Beach, a famous poem of Arnold, was first published in 1867. It is a subjective poem, a poem of religious doubt and despair. In it, the poet confirms how nature inspired him to compose it. In this poem, the poet gets full opportunity to express clarity the sadness of his heart. A critic remarks, "I love, let us be true to one another, for the world which seems to lie before us like a land of dream, so various, so beautiful, so new, hath really neither joy nor love nor light, nor certitude nor peace nor help for pain." Heading है nature poem. Dover Beach is regarded as a nature poem of Arnold. On a certain night, the poet was standing at the Dover Beach and he saw the full moon reflecting upon the sea and the rise and fall of the waves. He was deeply impressed by the beauty of the nature which he found on the seashores. In the beginning of the poem, the poet describes the beauty of the sea. The poet comments, "The sea is calm at night, the tide is full, the moon lies fair." Heading है A Pessimistic Poems. Matthew Arnold is regarded as a pessimistic poet in poetry. In his poems, he deals with the dark side of human life. In this poem, he points out how human life is full of meaningless struggle. Like Hardy, he points out that this world is far away from divine light. He believes that human life has no existence. The poet makes it clear that in this world the people are aimless and they have completely forgotten the morality. Herbert Paul, a famous critic, remarks, "Dover Beach is profoundly melancholy in tone and it expresses the peculiar sadness of Arnold." Heading है Philosophical Poems. Dover Beach is certainly one of those poems in which the poet describes the philosophy of human life. In it, he points out that man is suffering from because he has lost his faith in religion. The spiritual outlook of man is disappearing very fast. The people of this world have forgotten the power of morality. Therefore, almost all the people are suffering in this world. The poet comments, "Let us be true to one another, for the world which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams." Heading a poetic style. Dover Beach has become very remarkable poem because of its poetic style. The poet uses simple and powerful action in these poems. The poem is in blank verse. This poem has also been taken as a classical poem because the poet refers Sophocles, a famous Greek poet. This poem also reveals the great mastery of the poet over figure of speech. In the following lines, it can be noted, "And we are here as in a darkling plain, swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight." Last heading, conclusion. Dover Beach is a symbolic poem which reflect upon the spiritual and the intellectual unrest. In form, it is a lyric and it is regarded as Arnold's most representative poem, which clearly presents his attitude to life. This poem is an expression of the poet's pessimism. In this poem, he also suggests that the sentiments of love can solve many problems of human life. In short, this poem has become an outstanding success of the poet in the field of poetry. A critic comments, "Dover Beach is a classical poem also. The poet had a fondness for classical themes. His reference to Sophocles and the Aegean Sea proves this point amply, and Arnold certainly gives expression to the Greek faith in fate when he says, 'And we are here as an darkling plain, swept with confused alarms of struggle and fight, where ignorant armies clash by night.'" The poet presently it had in his mind, "Thou Thucydides, Thucydides." description of the Epipols 443 BC. Thanks, best of luck.